Hi folks, in this video I will show you the Who's Who at Sinclair Research 1984 edition. This publication is an employee directory of Sinclair Research in 1984. It has all Sinclair offices listed: Cambridge, London, St. Ives, Winchester and Boston in the US. And for each office there is an index of all the staff at that office. So Cambridge office, and this is the very nice Willis Road location, very famous for its time and now part of the Anglia-Ruskin University. And each and every employee has a single page where she or he is pictured, portrait, and some small wording around the person, around her duty at Sinclair, and a bit of their career history, and sometimes also about their hobbies. And many of those employees became very famous for their work at Sinclair Research, and for most of them Sinclair Research was really an important step in their career. Unfortunately, some of them already died, some of them many years ago. Most of the ones who died of cancer, like Ben Cheese. Not only engineers and marketing people are listed, as said, all the employees, including secretaries. And some employees were already a bit older when they worked at Sinclair, like Charlie Colson. And watch the clothes, the hair, the offices, the telephones, landline telephones, bulky ones. Watch the computers, the terminals. Famous Rick Dickinson, which became a friend of mine, and he died last year, which was a real shock to me and many others. Still thinking a lot of Rick. Those clothes in the 80s and hairstyle and makeup, quite funny, with an eye of this millennium. As said, the hairs are so beautiful, real 80s style. Engineers with his rig, test environment, soldering iron. Word processors were quite huge at that time. Many women worked at Sinclair, so the staff was about half-half. Famous David Carlin, who was responsible for the Sinclair QL hardware, for the ZX83 chipset and motherboard. Alison Maguire, she was back then software manager. Famous John Mathieson, who later developed Atari Jaguar. So the Cambridge office was had the largest staff of all offices, and basically the operation was run there. So I go through each and every page. You will find the PDF of this publication on the sinclairql.net website, and you will be able to download it, and it is with searchable text embedded, so you can properly read and search the pages. Nigel Searle, managing director at that time. He worked quite a long period for Sinclair companies and worked together with Clive. Famous Tony Tebby, who developed the brilliant QDOS operating system for the Sinclair QL, which was a milestone in operating system design, and I think until very nice Linux kernels many decades later, QDOS was still the most brilliant and compact design, and its compactness is still outstanding. Aaron Turner, one of the younger guys back then, joined Sinclair Research just about half a year before the Sinclair QL was launched, and quite immediately got the job to write the IPC software for the QL, and did also integrate some of the code written by GST, like the graphics routines, into the QDOS operating system. He was really assisting Tony Tebby quite a bit and quite well, and later on he was responsible for the unreleased QL successor called codenamed Taichi, and he was in charge there for the software side, writing the Taichi firmware, which was QDOS 2.0, and we've improved software here and there. Famous Jim Westwood, who was mainly in charge for the ZX80 and the ZX81. So that's more or less Cambridge office. Then London office, Chairman's Place, Modcombe Street in London. Secretary to Clive, Diane. Sue, another secretary, mainly to the PR department. Then Bill Nichols, PR manager. He also worked about a day a week in Cambridge, and yeah, he did most of the product launches for Sinclair. Bill Sinclair, that's Clive Sinclair's father. He was working in the company as a consultant, doing various things, and then Sir Clive Sinclair, the chairman, the founder. Liz Walker, she worked in the public relations department, assisting Bill Nichols. That's about the London office. Then the huge mill in St. Ives. 10 employees worked there at that time. That's the mill. So mainly non-computing stuff was made there, like all the R&D and prototyping for the televisions, for the printers. Those were the main activities there. Mechanical works. a lot of flat tube design, a lot of prototyping, handmade stuff. Famous David Southward, who was with Clive for more than a decade, working on the flat screen TV, as well as many other projects. Yeah, that's it about the mill. Then the smaller Winchester office with 3 employees on the list. 29 Southgate Street in Winchester. Graham Beasley at his best. Michael Pye and assistant secretary Jenny. That's the Winchester office. And over the pond, the US office in Boston, 3 employees. Rented office space, 50 Staniford Street in Boston, Massachusetts, US. Maggie, all aspects of US operation. Beth, secretary, telephone, spare part handling, all kind of inquiry handling. And the head in Boston at that time was Mary Raymond. She was working before for Sinclair's PR agency, joined Sinclair in May '83, spent some months in London assisting Bill Nichols, and then went back to the US to start setting up the scene for the new Sinclair activities in the US, which never really went huge. So the whole thing never really started to become something big in the US. And at the very end, there's the index of all the employees. I counted the heads, it's 69 in total, all office counted. So Sinclair was quite a small company compared to their market footprint. So what they achieved with, they were even smaller in 82, 83, with 40, 50, 60, 70 employees. It's just amazing, and they became a worldwide known name, and their ZX Spectrum became a 5 million units sold computer. That's all really huge. So I hope you liked the story about the who's who at Sinclair Research, this very unique publication which was given me on a loan from a former Sinclair employee. Many thanks for it. I did 2 scan jobs on all the pages, one with HB unit direct to PDF, and one with an Epson unit which went straight to JPEG in 300 and 600 dot per inch. First I will publish the PDF, and later on I will see what I can do with the higher density scans from the Epson machine. So that was it about the who's who at Sinclair, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I wish you all the best. Take care, and keep on being enthusiastic for Sinclair computing. Okay, that's it. Bye.